Hi, I'm Christopher Sabat, voice of this guy. And you're watching the Team Badman channel. Or something. Why are you so bored?
What is up, YouTube people? I'm Eric.
I'm back. I'm Eddie.
We are Team Badman, welcoming you back to another edition of Team Badman Plays Dragonball Z Team Training. If you guys remember last time, we got beaten into the ground by a giant, scary ghost dick monster.
Ghostface Killer.
Yep, Ghostface Killer, and we decided that was an absolutely terrible idea.
So we're going to
go ahead and fight it again. So we're just going to go around the other way, because that's a little bit easier right now.
Screw you guys.
Yeah.
I'm going this way.
Exactly. So we are going down Cycling Road, and we're just going to fight a bunch of trainers along the way, hopefully arrive at Ginger Town, and we're going to aim to get our next badge sometime soon here. So
And go to the Bobbity Zone.
we're going to go to the Bobbity Zone, because there's important stuff to catch there.
Possibly.
Very important stuff to catch
Most
there.
likely, yes.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, talk about your sister and her confirmation reminded me of when I was hanging out with my little sister. We went to get some CDs and junk at Disc Replay, got some smoothies. I love pineapple mango smoothies. Yeah. From
I can't. Did you say red mango? Yeah, I can't complain. I love frozen yogurt. There's a. Did I ever take you down a quick aside? Did I ever take you to the froyo place down here?
Answers to the
Yeah,
things
there's.
we've gone down here are IHOP, Denny's, Taco Bell, and the Famous Steaks.
Yes. We also went to Pie 5.
I took you to
Yeah.
I took you
we
to
went
Pie 5.
together to Pie 5.
I go to this place. You're like, sure. I'm like, yes, I want this.
I saw him like, we should go there. And we eventually did go there. That was good.
You got a free set.
It was tasty. Wow. Wow, that death ball did half damage. That's trash.
Or it's also not getting stabbed anymore.
Yeah, I mean, even if it was getting stabbed, still wouldn't have taken all one shot, so that's busted. But anyway, continue your story.
I think you're telling me a story.
No, I was telling the quick aside about the frozen yogurt place. I need to take you there. It's got good frozen yogurt. Minimal.
Next time I'm down, if for hop time, you can do that. You have coming down Wednesday. You can do that sometime on Thursday. If everything lines up as it should. Now we're getting the yogurt. All right. So we go to Disc Replay. She's trying to get some CDs for her car because she doesn't have her radio's junk. She doesn't have an auxiliary cord. She's like, okay, I want to have a few CDs. This way I can rotate it. This way if she's driving to Burger King, school, or possibly to the other house. Like, okay, since they have that little 5 for 6 dip, she's trying to find a bunch of cheap CDs. Found the 2 Gwen Stefani albums, not No Doubt.
The actual solo Gwen Stefani album.
Great Escape and Love Angel Music, baby.
Okay.
She got Meatloaf, Bad Outta Hell, One Again. She got The Fame Monster by Lady Gaga, and because I kind of annoyed her, I got her to buy Metallica, Red Lightning album. It was that or Injustice, and I'm like, where's the Red Lightning? I prefer it's not
either or.
Black
It's
Album,
all,
and it's not Master Puppets that I already have.
I'll say either or. It's ultimately a preference thing for whatever you want there.
Well, I have those. I have the two between Injustice and Red Lightning. I mean, you get one, you get that, you get For Whom the Bell Tolls, you get Fight Fire with Fire.
It's probably their best album, and I know I know the big Master Puppets fans are going to grill me for that.
Or the Black Album.
But Ride the Lightning was just better. It was better, and while the riffs might have been better,
You mean you're telling me that Fuel isn't their best album?
Fuel isn't their best song.
Nope.
Oh, Reload.
Ooh,
yeah,
Reload.
it was Reload.
It's still bad.
Yeah.
Besides that one song.
It's Reload, also known as the Urine cover.
That's Total Piss.
Yep. It is the Urine cover to match the Semen cover. Isn't that great?
I bet that was the movie.
No.
I thought they just did that about the movie.
No, that was Lulu. I just did. Congrats, Metallica. You just made more money off me.
You knew the series.
For mentioning Lulu.
They'll sue you.
You take your chances. It's not that good to warrant suing me.
Actually, they just did the. If I remember right, was main character.
Oh snap!
It was James Hetfield.
James Hetfield and Lars Ulrich.
Not Lars.
Or you're talking. They did in the national anthem.
They did the national anthem at the San Jose Sharks game. They did. It was actually really good.
They did. I heard that. It was pretty cool.
Like no vocals, all just guitar and riffs.
Yeah, I thought that was a really cool idea.
People are loving it. Like it's not the first time there's been just a guitar theme song. But how are you not following?
Holding down the B button.
Oh, okay. I'm like, how you doing?
Oh, look, it's Imperfect Cell. We've got one of those. It's better. Much. Because it's perfect. Yeah, we've been talking about it earlier because what prefaced that conversation was talking about some like the as I like to call them, the rock star metal bands, the ones that you'd find on a lot of really big kind of group tours over the years. Like Marilyn Manson might be one. Oh well. Oh well. What else were we talking about? Five Finger Death Punch was an example. Who else?
Would you count Rob Zombie?
I don't know if I would count Rob Zombie because he's so eclectic.
I'm trying to think of the Metal Mayhem lineup. Like, who's more like that?
I was thinking
Avenged Sevenfold.
Avenged Sevenfold, All That Remains.
All That Remains is fallen. As much as I love it.
All That Remains. It really isn't the same. And I don't like saying
that with Gene leaving. Like that kind of hurt a little bit too.
Yeah, that did hurt. I mean, I have seen them do some of the stuff with the new band members. There's since Facebook has been doing their whole like live streaming like
I think the only
stuff
thing,
kind of thing.
The only thing on Facebook I've live streamed is I think the Smosh games and like live stream.
It's like good enough.
If I'm at home, it's always like after everything's going, we're going to bed at like midnight or something. It's like, oh, nothing's live.
Yeah.
It was pretty 12. Like, oh, you missed everything that's gonna happen.
Yeah. So, yeah, we were talking about them and just how it's so different now. 'Cause it feels I don't know.
Death Punch?
Death Punch, All That Remains, Avenged Sevenfold. It's like that. It feels like, at least in my mind, it feels like the return of kind of the 80s band stigma, where once they start to get the success, and I don't like calling it the sellout idea. Once they start getting that, the whole feel changes. The music changes, and it's not the same. And I guarantee you're seeing it. You've already said you've seen it with All That Remains. It's just not. It's not
I would
the same.
say it's sold out, but I know that.
I'm not saying
Phil
that,
changes his doesn't do doing the same thing. I mean, the first two albums were much more heavy. The middle one was a lot more hard with guitar riffs. The next one he had a lot more. What was after that? It was Overcome.
Overcome was
I would say
move into commercialism.
A little bit more radio friendly, especially with 2 weeks. Overcome and let's see, Charon.
Charon was not radio friendly. It was not friendly. Are you thinking of what is it?
2 weeks?
No. Something in Your Hands. What the hell is it?
Forever in Your Hands.
Forever in Your Hands. That's it.
No, maybe.
Yeah. No. That was radio friendly.
That one they did edit that. They because I remember getting Guitar Hero, and they edited that one much differently than they did radio and original compared to this. Then they went with
what was after that? Because there was one out. For We Are Many. Was the next album?
And then
We Are Many was the next, and that
is
title track. I won't lie. The layer stuff. That title track stomped.
Which one?
For We Are Many. That title track stomps, dude. No lie. It's ultra heavy.
Oh,
it does.
Stomp.
The
I think you said it stunk.
No, it doesn't. No, not stomp.
Like, that's a good song.
No, it stomps. Like,
okay.
Like Seth Rollins' curb stomp in the face. Dun 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 dun.
Oh yeah, I mean, I like We Are Many. It was pretty good. Then you have, but then you have not Song for the Hopeless.
No,
What was his ballad?
Song for the Hopeless.
No, what was the ballad? Because he had a few ballads and back-to-back albums. What If We Were Nothing and The Waiting Room.
Oh yeah, the
Phil
Waiting
got
Room,
really
yeah.
good. Like his ballads got a lot better.
I'll say the clean vocals got way better.
And as much as like I heard something, I was like, I mean, Slipknot with Snuff or Vermilion Part 2, like if they want to go ballad, they can improve it. They
I'm saying, I mean, a lot of heavy bands can do that when they really
If I forget
want
that much at Battleborn.
I think that was it, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's that's the idea, and some bands can do it. Sure.
What was Metallica's?
The Unforgiven.
No, So Close to That.
Nothing else matters.
Yeah, I think of that one.
Because it is. So you're not wrong.
Yay.
You're not wrong in saying it's a ballad.
Eddie's not wrong
because it's a
today.
ballad. Put on screens confirmed. Eddie is not wrong today. But, yeah, I don't know. It seems like the whole feel for them.
I mean, it doesn't
naturally it changes because that's what bands are gonna do. Bands can change as they go.
I mean, when you look at lineups, you're like either A, they've been on a song where they've either had to change their tune, or they keep doing the same tune, so you can click to them saying, oh, they sold out.
Yeah,
That's the only thing. It's either they've run their course or they change what they are.
Yeah, and I mean that's,
So you can't
that's
really
gonna be
go
any
That's
it's gonna
every
be
band.
any band. So you cannot fault them for changing, but it just I mean I've seen it with a lot of bands, and it's kind of funny that they've got this very renegade kind of approach to everything, this feel, and then when they start making the money and they start getting the appeal, instantly it disappears, and all of a sudden you're finding Ferraris and women in bikinis in their music videos.
Drowning Pool.
Yeah,
But,
yeah.
to be honest, once they lost stage, they weren't going to sound the same.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of bands that they're not going to sound the same. If you take out certain members.
As much as I love their first albums, they went more hard rock to metal.
Yeah.
Temper, and whatever the new one
Venom.
Probably.
Is that the latest album?
I thought it was Temper. Or Temper was from
No,
Venom.
no, because it went.
To the internet.
Because it was the
Poison,
the Poison,
Screaming Fire.
Oh man, what was the next album? So there was an album in between that and Temper. It was not Temper. I'll tell you that much. Because I still remember.
I remember us talking about it when we were walking around there this summer.
Yeah, because I remember because it came out before we graduated high school.
Yes.
Dating ourselves now. It came out before we graduated high school. Fever. Fever was
There
it.
you go.
It was Fever. That's right.
Poison.
Remember, because I'm like, I have to listen to I have to think of this word. I can feel your
Fever, then Temper, Venom came out this year, well, last year.
Yeah.
I like Fever.
I mean, sure sure the appeal changes, sure the look changes, but I don't know. I liken it to the 1980s. I really do.
Also, he did mess up his stuff.
Yeah, and that's fine. I mean, a lot of screaming bands have done that.
That was the thing. Your voice just kind of...
That's a big thing with a lot of those originally edgy metal bands. That happened with, I would say that happened with Matt Tuck from Both My Valentine.
Yeah.
Happened with Matt Heffy from Trivium. Happened with Matt Shadows. What is with people named Matt blowing out their voices?
Who was the guy from Event Sevenfold? Who's the guy from Event Sevenfold?
Matt Shadows. It's like, all right, yeah, I got nothing here. I got nothing. Maybe it's just the curse of the name Matt.
Matt and the Funky Bunch. We'll find out.
Matty Matt and the blown out voice bunch. Perfect. He loves it.
Oh, he likes to blow all the voices.
It's not the only thing he likes to blow.
Oh, Roxette.
Dr. Axo, I do cocaine. Now there's a band that didn't sell out.
Yeah.
They didn't live long enough to sell out, even though they owned the entire. Yeah, we are. Oh, please don't do that to me. We need to keep talking. so the background music doesn't just destroy us. Hey, we leveled up. Load up.
I don't know. I remember for a while, in 6th grade, people were surprised that I could actually hear the lyrics through the Nathan's like drawing.
It's not that hard when you actually listen to the voices and whatnot techniques. Because no, it's not like we're listening to Behemoth or Dimmu Borgir. You're not listening to ambiguous grunting black metal, which, I mean, that part of it is the absolutely horrible production quality. That's a huge part. No, our Arch Enemy was still understandable. Arch Enemy was more understandable than a lot of heavier metal.
As soon as I said it, I'm like, oh, I'm wrong. As soon as I said it.
Yeah. You're like, Arch Enemy, wait, no, they're actually really understandable insofar as heavy metal bands.
Maybe not some of her growling, but that's...
Yeah, that's the point of metal bands.
And at the mall today, me and one of the girls that work at Atomic, we each switched to Swedish metal band that we didn't know of for the other. Like, she didn't know Arch Enemy, and I didn't know one named Ghost.
Okay, I can...
So we each like, oh,
see that. It's like, oh, that works for me.
Because I was going to try to... I'm killing some time. I'm like, oh, you guys haven't had any Arch Enemy? I kind of want new band keys, but it's like, of a band I don't need to already have. I got Slipknot, I got one. I got...
There you go.
I'm like, which ones do I have that I actually want to support?
Yeah.
That's always the thing. It's like, oh, I get a band key. It's like, I don't know these bands, or I don't...
That's kind of the thing anymore. I mean, I will admit, when I had Sirius Radio in the car, Sirius Radio was exposure to like a ridiculous amount of bands that I was a fan of, because if there's one thing they've got really, really right on there, it's their hard rock and heavy metal stations. They're super on. Props to you guys at Sirius for doing an absolutely killer job with all the heavy metal stations.
See, the same thing with when I used to listen to when I learned that I would put on like the metal channel on DirecTV had liquid metal station.
Yeah,
I would always put that on for that. I'm like, some of them I knew, and I'm like, I've never heard of those. That's how I find new metal bands.
Yeah,
or hard rock.
Sometimes it is just that easy.
Other times I will never have an interest in this kind of screamo thingy.
Was it that the first time you listened to Bring Me the Horizon?
I don't know that band. I'm not even joking. I don't know.
Bring Me the Horizon's like really, really early stuff was I mean Bring Me the Horizon used to be like really, really like aggressive post-hardcore kind of metal. I'm not super sure like what to liken it to. It's just like if you've heard Between Buried and Me, if you've heard their early stuff, it's not completely like that, because Between the Buried and Me is like super, super proggy. But yeah, it's borderline noise almost. Like they've got so much going on in the background, and the screaming. It reminds you of one of those one of the groups that you would have seen the people we went to high school at. Like they were trying to be the super edgy post-hardcore, and it was just a lot of loud noise and screaming. Kinda like that. Yeah,
and those were the two I was thinking of.
Yeah, kind of, sort of like that. So, it was.
We get to kill Virgil.
Oh, sad Virgil, lonely Virgil. I like how at least he became an internet sensation by being such a disappointment.
I wouldn't say a disappointment, but it was just you're an '80s wrestler that isn't all covered. There's only so much. If you overexpose yourself, you're gonna have problems.
Yeah,
which is what
I mean. There hasn't been any other mention by the WWE about it. I mean, Ted DiBiase isn't even around anymore. Neither is his son or his son's former tag team partner, which makes me very sad. but you know.
Let's go up the
Yeah.
stairs. Sounds good to me. Since we haven't done
No, but side question: Have you heard of the Radio Disney edits? Oh, Fire Bardock.
Oh,
Trying to
God,
fight King
yes.
Vegeta. We
don't have one?
We don't have a Bardock yet. No,
Oh.
we do not have.
And have I heard of the Radio Disney edits? Yes.
You have?
Yes.
Oh my God, they are fantastic. Love them.
Hey, there's over the...
They are. I'm gonna heal first because
Okay.
we're in town.
Speaking of horrible edits, have you heard of some of the Glee edits?
Yes.
Like,
Yes.
the one they did for Gangnam Style was so bad. Like, it was just an Ask Reddit thing where, what is the worst compilation of music where people just adding things here? There's the Kids Bop for What's My Age Again?
Oh, it's bad.
Do you want to know what it
Oh,
was?
hey, look! We received TM22 from the random guy down here. It's telepathy. It's moves without fire before see the foe's attacks. I'll take that. It's good enough.
Because the issue was not that What's My Age Again was sung badly by the kids. It was sung by like a 57-year-old smoker guy whose throat was all janked up.
Nice.
So everybody's like,
Oh,
what
so
is
good.
this?
Well, I mean that's what you get from Kids Bop. I don't know what you were looking for. Sorry. For those of you guys who don't know what we're talking about, the Radio Disney edits is there's a guy on YouTube who takes a whole bunch of metal songs and he Radio Disneyfies them. So he takes them, puts them all in a major key, and does them with like clean sounding, really happy, almost like Beach Boys kind of guitars, and it's absolutely hilarious. They're amazing because he'll use like live footage as well of the bands, so you see them, screaming into the microphone and they're headbanging, and it sounds like a freaking Wiggles tune.
Oh, God.
It's the funniest thing, and I seriously enjoy watching them. They are awesome, absolutely fantastic.
See, that kind of thing always makes me kind of cringe. Well, I won't say cringe, but it's like, if I'm not going to listen to it, I gotta get some entertainment value out of it if I'm watching it.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's just not the amusement level. It's like, oh, this looks neat. Yeah.
They're like, oh, this would be cool. Get a minute in. Nah.
Yeah. Sometimes it's like, hey, watch this. Pretty good too. I'm like, okay, I'll just fast forward. Is this important yet? No. This important yet? No.
Let's say, anything good here? Anything good here? No. All right, I'm out.
Alright. Howdy. Who's the gym leader here? In this town?
That's a good question.
Is that the next mystery?
Yep. It's Pooey Pooey.
No, it's Poo-Poo.
It's Poo Poo. Pepe the Poo Poo.
He's not found.
We're not killing him with Death Beam though, so he can't be Poo Poo.
Death Beam!
No, we can't do that. But yeah, we are here.
Team attack.
Team attack. It's beat up, but no one else is alive. So yeah, some team you got there, buddy.
Actually, that's a useful attack. I like that. It was weird when Sneasel was like the first one to get that. Like, dude.
Yep, Sneasel was the only one to get it originally, so that was a big deal. And also, I mean, beat up is a huge part of the Celebi egg glitch from Generation 2.
I did not know that.
Yeah, basically the way it worked is that there were both 251 Pokemon in the game and fittingly 251 moves. So in a way you could hack the game's random number generator, and it was possible to find a way to do a bunch of work with the daycare, and you could create a bad egg.
Yeah, I have heard of the bad egg.
In which the bad egg glitch would essentially hatch into a Pokemon based on a certain move in a certain move slot, and 251 is the last move in the entire move ordering for Pokemon Gold and Silver. So as a result, 251 subsequently correlates with Celebi.
Yeah.
So if you did the bad egg glitch, the bad egg glitch beat up, when the bad egg eventually hatched, it would hatch into a Celebi. However, I mean, there are like a bunch of there were a bunch of other ones, like some really, really weird ones that correlated, like Splash correlated with Mewtwo. So you could hatch an egg by giving the most garbage move in the game. And the only Pokemon you could not get with it is Ladybug.
That's weird.
Can't get Ladybug because its number in the Pokedex correlates with the move number for Struggle, which you can't get.
Oh,
yep. There was no way to do it, so you actually could never get a Ladybug.
see, glitches are fun.
Glitches are fun. Speaking of glitches,
Bobbity Zone.
we are in the Bobbity Zone. And it sounds really weird to say that, but it reminds me of the Glitch Generation 2 Safari Zone. There was, because there was still actual code in the game for the Safari Zone. It just never got used. Hey, look, it's a Cyberman. Ooh, I like the coloring they did for the Bobbity capsules. And I guess they make sense, so that's cool. That's fine. Jet black capsules, I'm cool with that. If we can catch something interesting in here with one, I will be down the clown with that. Which, actually, I know that we will be able to. I'm not sure of the encounter rate on it, but there's something that's totally worthwhile to catch here.
What are we catching?
Well, we are in the Bobbity Zone, so what are you expecting?
Lapras.
Yes, nothing but Lapras. Oh, hey, look, we got Fire Breath.
So we're getting a Bobbity, which could help us get Majin Buu? Or are we getting Majin Buu?
We are getting Majin Buu.
Yay!
Yeah, we're getting our Majin Buu. It's Dabura! I'm gonna catch Dabura.
Nope. Oh wow.
No! Stop watching me carefully! Stop it, Dad! No, I don't want you watching me.
He doesn't look like that, dude.
Dabura looks just like my dad.
Dude.
My dad, in the same as Dabura, he's got the really, really long face and runs a goatee. And I remember mentioning this like 20 episodes ago.
You did.
Yeah. Yeah, that's my Chris Spot autographed Majin Vegeta level 5. Which we don't have a Majin Vegeta yet, but we'll fix that soon. So that way I can
I was wondering why this
highlight
was here. I'm like, why is that here?
Yeah. Yeah, that's it.
Was it going to be a secret?
No.
Like, did I ruin everything?
No, you didn't ruin everything. No, you're good. But yeah, my dad's the reason I got into video games in the first place. He used to be a video gamer when they came out back in the early days of, Space Invaders and Pac-Man and whatnot. He's a demon who's able to materialize weapons, change those stage with spin. Dad is... Dad's about to turn 63?
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, my dad's old.
You guys started late. Mommy and Dad started late.
Yeah.
Baby
There.
man.
I now nickname Dabura Dad.
You'll never be a battle because you don't want to lose your dad.
No, that would be a very sad day.
It's a very sad day. My dad's only 60. I'm turning on, so he turns on 53.
So yeah, that worked out for you.
Battle boots.
Battle boots.
What do those do?
Battle boots are Quick Claw.
Oh.
Are really nice.
Ozaru.
Yeah, Ozaru with the battle boots. It's gonna be awesome.
Guess who gets to come first? Me.
Fear the giant monkey. Fear our super fast, super giant monkey. But yeah, going back to the original point, he got me into them. He used to play back in the day. And we actually had an arcade near my house when I was a little kid that we would go to, and there were a bunch of old console games. And where? It was over in the old Woodmar Mall. Over off.
I mean, I know.
I would say it was off 167th in Indianapolis. So it was way over there. And we would, go over there every so often, and we would just play games over there. And that was my first exposure to to Mortal Kombat and to House of the Dead and things like that. Flight simulators. I had a cool flight simulator there when I was a kid. Yeah, he's also one who got me my very first console, which was a Nintendo 64. Hence the reason that I'm a huge Nintendo fan.
Look, I'll go with that.
I would say you're probably more of a bigger Sony fan. Honestly. Well, maybe more Square Enix, I would say.
Square. I would say I got the video game because my aunt had a PlayStation in her house, and she had a few games that she had. She had the original Tomb Raider, and she had Spyro.
Those are worthwhile.
She had Tetris Plus and a Namco variety of arcade games, like Fallout Heavy Virtual Box and thing. It had you just got to pick from a myriad of games.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And then I want PlayStation. Spyro was super fun.
Yeah,
What is that thing?
That is a two-dimensional sprite, if ever I saw one. But yeah, that's Yakon. He eats light. It's delicious. And clearly, because he eats light, he's got no dimension to it.
Yeah.
That was one big thing that I noticed is his sprite has 0 dimension to it.
You know what that also reminds me of?
What's that?
He has no dimension.
No dimension. No dimension. Slash his foes with his long claws.
Are we gonna call him Roman Reigns?
He's R. He doesn't even get the satisfaction of a full name. And I don't usually like, nicknaming Pokemon and playthroughs like this, but if they're just comedic and they're fitting, I will do it.
There's an item.
247 steps, so we're more than good. This
Protein.
is a protein.
Selling stuff.
Awesome.
We still gotta sell the proteins, the carbs, and the nuggets.
Yeah,
Now back to my desk.
it's a lot.
And it was essentially like, okay, hey, it's
Jeez.
catching them.
Yeah, I'll try it. Yeah, I'll try because Birder took like 12 capsules to catch.
Actually, I don't know which one we got first. The first two consoles I remember having was we got a pretty messed up PlayStation from my friend Tony's sister.
Okay.
It had like a set it had like a set on it. Like,
Oh,
my dad bought it for like
nice.
$25. We got one controller, but the controller didn't have analog sticks, so it was like the weird.
Oh, it was the pre-DualShock controller?
Yeah.
Oh, man,
And-
those would feel so weird.
Like I never liked using it. But I remember the game we played. Teeth. Yeah, we found a Teeth. The thing I played the most was we bought the was it either the Namco anniversary or something like that, where you had Dig Dug, Galaga, Space Invaders, Tempest.
It was pole position on there?
Yeah.
Yeah, yep, then it was the Namco on it.
Namco anniversary. That was the one I played with my dad.
We have won HM3.
Because we had one of those, we had that kind of thing, like a Namco game pack on our computer. That's where I got super into Dig Dug and Tempest, where I would spend just hours trying to how high of a level can it go? How many flowers can bloom on that top thing? What are the different varieties? Or me and Tony played Frogger for games. And then like he would come over at my house in elementary school at I think like 6:30 in the morning, like both of them because we're like 10
Yeah.
kids. My parents had the laptop computer in there. We would play Frogger until we had to go to school. We go to school, come home, try to get past. We never got past that stupid cloud level. Like there were two. This thing, one of the stages was Frogger 3D. You go get the frogs. It's just 3 dimensions, so you're trying to find the frogs.
Yeah.
One of the stages that we got stuck on the most was a few stages. One was like a bee comb thing. Like you get killed by the bees. Most you get attacked with. Yeah, because you're trying to go through this huge dimensional space. But the cloud level is so tricky where you jump on a cloud and it will teleport you somewhere else. You jump on a cloud and it will take you somewhere else. It was just most of could you remember where you went? Yeah. Or which one did you clear? Especially when everything kind of
Found it!
Majin Buu.
Tough to catch. He is watching carefully. It's bad. Please don't watch me. Please don't watch me, Majin Buu. Boom, baby. Boom. That's all that I wanted. I just really, really wanted Majin Buu. This weird and fat monster was created by Bibbidi, an evil sorcerer. He can seem naive, but he's smart.
He also likes chocolate.
He's actually pretty high levels. I mean, we could throw him right into the party.
Yeah, which makes me wonder how weak or strong is the gym leader.
That is a good question. So don't we have to go to the, we already got it.
Oh, you already talked to the guy?
Yeah.
I missed that.
Yeah, I already got
Oh,
Surf.
storytelling.
So you're too busy storytelling to me. But yeah, we finally got that taken care of. We got Surf. We went through the Bobby Zone. And I don't mean to cut off your story, but I think that's going to end up doing it for this episode. We will finish that story, though. I guarantee we'll finish that story.
Forget it by then.
Maybe. Who knows? So thank you guys so much for watching the latest episode of our Team Training playthrough. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, click the like button down below. If not, click the dislike button down below and let us know what you guys didn't like. We'll always be happy to improve it for you.
Not sure what we're gonna do for it, but we'll try, I guess.
No idea. We can at least try, and
We'll blow up
that's
sprites. We'll have copyright marks here and there. We'll sing for your amusement and entertainment.
we will do a sing-along edition.
I'm not against
Perfect.
that.
I like that.
I'm not against
Perfect.
that.
But yeah, so be sure to do all of that. Also, if you haven't already, click the subscribe button down below so that you guys can follow this series and all of our other series.
And upcoming ones.
Yep, all of our upcoming stuff. We've got some cool stuff coming up, so be sure to keep an eye out for that. And lastly, all of our social media links down below. So check us out on Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, and Libsyn. You guys can find us there for all of your Team Badman needs. So be sure to hit us up over there. We would love to say hey and interact with you guys. So that's going to do it for this episode. I'm Eric.
Eddie's checking out.
And we are Team Badman signing out. So thank you guys so much for watching. And like always, stay bad. We'll see you guys in the next episode.
Sneaky face.
Stinker!